So, Ben and his girlfriend Joanna went to explore a cave and got lost. After some time walking underground, they came across two people. The guy was bearded and rough looking. He had a shovel in his hands and told the couple that he had been stuck there for a week. He said he knew how to get back to the surface, but he needed some help. The lady next to him said, "Don't believe him." She said that she had been stuck down there for way longer, and she was the one who knew the way back to the surface. She said that the couple should trust and follow her. So, who should Ben and Joanna believe? They should trust the bearded guy. I mean, look at the lady. She doesn't look like someone who has been stuck down there for any time at all. She looks clean and tidy, and even has fresh flowers on her head. She must be up to something for sure. Mia was ready to graduate from the Wizardry School of Performing Arts. She just needed to pass her final test. Her teacher asked two students to stage a scene. One of the students is a real vampire, while the other one is just pretending to be one. Mia had to be able to identify which one is which, without using any magic. Can you help her out? Let's take a look. The first girl is heading to her garden. She has some garlic planted there, which could mean that she isn't a real vampire. The second girl seems pretty regular, except for the fact that her canine teeth are pointier than usual. And wait, look, she keeps a flask of fresh blood in her handbag. She must be the real vampire. Way to go for figuring this one out. Liam's parents are police officers. They were working on a dangerous case and asked Liam to keep it a secret. After a week, he received a message from his mom telling him, "Son, we're okay. Don't contact anyone. We sent you $5,317. Liam thought the message was suspicious. He checked his account and there were only $170 there. He immediately called the chief of police. Why? If you flip the number 5317 upside down, it reads lies. This probably meant that his parents were in danger, so he thought it was best to get some help. Ah, smart Liam. At the airport, a furious traveler claimed that the content of his baggage had disappeared. He claimed that when he arrived in Paris, his suitcase was empty, and he demanded compensation for that. After checking the passenger's info, an airport worker found out that he had indeed left London with a heavy suitcase. When the luggage arrived in Paris, though, it was lighter and very wet. The whole situation seemed very suspicious, so airport security went to investigate the case and found out that the traveler was trying to get compensation in a very deceitful way. Can you figure out what happened? When the man left Paris, his suitcase was packed with pounds of heavy ice. During his trip, his belongings melted, leaving the man's suitcase empty and wet. Technically, his belongings did disappear, but it wasn't the airline company's fault, so this guy shouldn't be compensated at all. Lauren cooked 10 buckets of chicken wings for a family gathering, one for each guest. But later, it turned out that Jimmy didn't get his bucket of chicken wings. Someone must have taken 2 buckets instead of just one. Was it Uncle Patrick? He sure does look suspicious. But look at Justin, Lauren's son. He looks like he knows something about the whereabouts of those chicken wings. Or was it Jimmy himself that hid his chicken wings to get another portion all to himself? Take a look at the picture and see if you can figure out who is the culprit. Well, it was Justin all along. The dog can't stop smelling Justin's pocket, which means that he's probably hiding chicken wings in his pocket. Bad boy, Justin. Damien was at work when he found out he had won the lottery jackpot. He told his accountant that he wanted to give half of this money to his best friend, Logan. But random people started showing up at the office claiming that they were Logan. Can you figure out who the real best friend is? It's the guy wearing a matching bracelet with Damien. That was a pretty small detail, huh? Emily and Anna went to spend the weekend at their favorite ski resort in the mountains. During the day, they went their separate ways, and each one of them engaged in their favorite activities. Anna went snowboarding, while Emily went cross-country skiing. At noon, they spotted each other. Anna was on one side of the river, and Emily was on the other side. Emily signaled Anna to cross over, and she managed to do so, even if there wasn't any bridges on the river. And she didn't even get wet. Can you guess how she managed to do that? That's easy. The river was frozen. It was super easy for Anna to cross. 3 people were stopped at the security check at an international airport. They were suspected of smuggling different stuff out of the country. The first man was headed to a beach resort. In his luggage, there were bathing suits, sunscreen, and a beach umbrella. The second man was carrying a cage of birds and a pet carrier with a family of hamsters. But this guy had all the necessary papers to travel with these animals. The last man claimed he was going on a business trip. His luggage had stuff like a suit, some paper documents, and a laptop. Take a look at the men. Can you tell which one is the smuggler? It's the first guy. Now, if he's going on vacation, why is he dressed up in a suit and tie? That looks super suspicious. Kira and Ava want to go to a party, but their parents banned them from leaving the house. Kira decided to sneak out using the attic window, while Ava decided to sneak out using the back door. Who won't make it to the party? Look at the image. Ava's dad is in the front yard reading a newspaper. He'll probably spot Ava while she tries to sneak out. Detective Adams was called to solve an unusual case. Elvis Presley's famous high-heeled shoes were stolen from the Museum of Modern Music. The museum security guard said he checked the security camera's footage several times and all visitors left empty-handed. He said that the shoes were too bulky for anyone to try to hide them in their purses or pockets. Plus, visitors weren't allowed inside with backpacks. Detective Adams asked to see the footage, and in no time, he figured out who had stolen the shoes. Take a look at the images and see if you can find them too. It was the red-headed guy. Look, in the first image, he's shorter than all the other guests. But by the time he's ready to leave the museum, he's taller than everyone else. This probably means he left the museum wearing Elvis's shoes. Luna was a comedian, and her dream was to join the Laughing Llamas. They were a comedy group that traveled all around the world. Their next stop was going to be Madrid, and they were taking applications for a new member. Luna had tried to get in several times, but she never managed to pass the group's entry test. This time, they sent her a riddle to solve. It went like this: I'm invisible, but laughter I bring. With jokes and humor, the room will sing. Tickling funny bones, tears start to flow. Guess what I am, and the spotlight you'll know. Can you help Luna guess the answer to this riddle? The answer is joke. Simple, but clever, huh? That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.